Many years ago, there was a monitor lizard that was just as cheap and available as a Now and Savannah monitor. But then, almost overnight, it vanished from the reptile trade. But today, we're bringing one back. Let's unbox it. This is the Peacock monitor, scientifically known as Varanus offenbergi. This stunning dwarf monitor is endemic to Roti Island in Indonesia, where it inhabits dry tropical forest and coastal environments in East Nusa Tenggara. Belonging to the Odatria subgenus, these small monitors are known for their intelligence, agility, and striking peacock-like patterning. In the mid-1980s, they were first mentioned in scientific literature and were often mistaken for a fancier Timor monitor. Thanks to further research, they were recognized as their own unique species, the Peacock monitor.
Now, using this temporary enclosure, we're going to clean it out and use it as a temporary enclosure until we can build out what I want to call the Odatria project, or the Odatria project. But I'll explain that a little later in the video.
Now that this enclosure is cleaned out, let's go over the husbandry. Roti Island, Indonesia, where these guys have come from, has a tropical climate with consistent warmth year-round. Temperatures usually range from about 62 to 87 degrees, rarely dropping below 59 or exceeding 90. Humidity fluctuates anywhere from 40% all the way up to 90%, but realistically, a lot of that moisture is trapped down low inside burrows, under rocks, and within layers of leaf litter on the forest floor. And fun fact, there's not a lot of rain that comes to this island. Now, when it comes to behavior, peacock monitors are semi-arboreal. They're gonna spend time on the ground digging and utilizing cover, but they're also going to be climbing and using elevated spaces like a highway system through the canopy. So for my substrate, I'm running a naturalistic mix of ethically sourced peat moss, topsoil, sand, crushed shells, and leaf litter. To me, this best replicates the tropical island forest floor, something they can dig into, hold humidity in, and actually interact with. On top of that, I'm adding plenty of climbing opportunities for enrichment because a board monitor is not what you want. For basking, I'm aiming for a hot spot of around 100 to 110 degrees so they can properly thermoregulate, and of course, we've got UVB lighting in play. I'm still dialing in the exact percentage I want to run, so if you've got experience with Peacock monitors and solid UVB setups, drop it in the comments or hit me up privately through email or on Instagram or Facebook as well, because I'm always trying to refine and improve for the sake of my reptiles. Varanus offenbergi, or the Peacock monitor, used to be one of the most underrated dwarf monitors, or monitors in general, mainly due to them just being insanely readily available, kind of lowered their market value, if you will. Up until 2019, you could get your hands on a Peacock monitor super easy, but when 2019 hit, there was a ban stopping the exportation of these animals, which rightfully so. The Varanus offenbergi is classified as endangered due to habitat loss and over collection in the reptile trade. Thankfully, with my offenbergi, it is an import, but it's a captive bred import from Indonesia, IDCB, which leads me to my next topic, Project Odatria, which is pretty much me trying my hand at collecting all of the dwarf monitor species around the world. It's not gonna be easy, but it's a feat that I'm willing to try, and I know that there's a lot of bans and stuff on wild-caught animals and whatnot, but the same way I got my Peacock monitor that we featured here in the video as a captive bred import, I truly believe that we can do the same with other people around the world. And so networking, we have the internet to be able to network with folks and, you know, try our hand at different things and different importers and stuff that I know that can, you know, help me fulfill this dream. The thing about the dwarf monitors, or the Odatria, is the fact that they're small, and whenever you start thinking about breeding and everything that comes with that, it just seems like a more ethical animal to be releasing and selling off to people. Why? Because simply, I mean, you get to get a monitor lizard with all of its fun personality, and it's in a small fun packet. And what's really cool with Project Odatria, I get to fulfill my dreams, which is work with monitor lizards, which I've loved for, I would say, more than a decade at this point, and to also get to build really nice, elaborate enclosures. I mean, real rock, real plants, realistic backgrounds, and just really bring the outdoors inside into naturalistic habitats. And the best part about Project Odatria is the fact that a lot of these monitor lizards, these dwarf monitor lizards, if you will, are not worked with a lot. Hence why I'm wanting to connect with folks around the world to try and get my hands on the ones that are just not readily available here in the States. And being able to breed something that is not heavily worked with can truly help us leave the wild-caught populations alone, those who don't have bands already, and further our education getting hands-on with animals, creating captive bred animals that, again, don't have to be detrimental to those in the wild. But I'm super excited about this project. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite dwarf monitor species is, and also let me know if you can possibly help me get my hands on some more dwarf. As you can see, these are 2 enclosures that I've built so far, but moving forward, as you can see behind me, all the enclosures are torn down. We're going to be building custom enclosures now with the help of one of my buddies who I've actually met in the process of making our Mertens water monitor enclosure. As you can see right here, it's a little messy around here because, again, I got a lot going on, but I'm super excited. I'm geeked. I'm pumped. I really want to be able to document all of this here on the channel. So be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, and be sure to comment so that these videos get shown around the algorithm. As you guys know, the algorithm is a real thing. The more I do this YouTube thing, it's a real thing. But let's get this spread around so that we're able to network around here and spread this knowledge to folks so that if they do want to monitor a lizard, they can get a dwarf one from us here at Ghost Wildlife, as well as some really other cool breeders. But yeah, I love you guys. God loves you. Spread love, not hate. And I'll see you in the next one.